Animals grow, insects metamorphose. Nothing ever stays the same if it is to survive. Stagnation is death in more ways than one, and no one knew this better than the aquas and sandbacks that began their annual migration. The warm winds of summer are fading, the leaves are beginning to lose their nutrients, the herds need to move or starve. Consequently, that means that humans need to move as well, or you too will starve. Following the herds have been the way of life for centuries as far as your blood feels. The elders, the human, the elders lead the human herds just like the elders lead the animal herds. The strongest keep the weak protected, and along the way, if everything goes well, herds will stop to nest. As far as your herd is concerned, there may be a few pregnancies, but it is too early to tell which is the best time to move. The morning mists move the morning mists slowly fade away as the warm rays of the sun splash vibrant light onto the sleepy world below. All season long the roar of the waterfalls have shielded noise, which is a bane as much as it is a boon. The crocodilomorphs that traveled up the freshwater riverways have made banquet on some of the members of your herd, but once the larger thrashers moved into the stream, they quickly vacated. Swimming was dangerous, but less so in shallow waters currently. Collecting water was much safer, as well as chores that needed to be done for the migration ahead. The summer festivals had gone unnoticed by any larger carnivores, and the season was relatively peaceful. The safety the waterfall provides is going to be a missed one until the next time you return. Throughout the night, the small pyre in the center of the camp burned and the coals were still glowing, ready for breakfast and then to be put out for the final time this season. There was meat that needed to be packed that was hung to dry at the racks at the beginning of the season, and now it is ready to be transported and used for rations. Fruit was also dried and nuts had been collected. As everyone awoke up, the elder began delegating chores. So everybody gets to share their character now. Who does everybody have so everybody knows?
The intro characters that we have, I have
Yeah.
Maka, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I got Wooch.
I've got
That's
K-Jack.
Sanji.
I've got Maka.
two people have Maka?
Wait, I was number
I think
three,
there's
right?
a
1, 2, 3.
They're in the Discord chat.
Yeah, they're in the Discord chat. They're not.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, so I got Jisk. Who are
So
you?
I will start with. Well, I guess I need to do it. Now that I think about it, I guess I
Oh,
need to
it's
tell
just
you, like, kind of where your
open up
characters
Maka.
are at. Um, Maka is a druid. He is a co-leader because he's one of the older members of the group. Um, a lot of people go to him for healing and wisdom. Um, like the spells that he has are geared towards helping the survivability of the group itself.
Yeah.
And Maka is one of the only ones who has a class. But again, he's one of the older humans. So he has the experience to have that class. Let's see. I'll just go in the order that I have in general. So Wooch is a little bit stronger than everybody else. A little less charismatic than everybody else. He's not a fighter, but he's exceptional with a great club. Let's see. Sanji is the other co-leader of the group. She is a level 1 ranger. She is also geared towards the survivability of the group, but in a different way. She's usually the leader of the hunting parties that go out. She is the one that makes the calls to like go hunting, or what they will be hunting, or what traps need to be put where and for what. So without her, there's going to essentially be a very difficult time finding meat. Um, Jisk. Jisk is the standard commoner. Um, you can essentially, as far as like character goes, you can fill him in for whichever. He is one of the ones, or one of the only ones, that is proficient in both a short bow and club. So he is an exceptional fighter, very beneficial to carry on, to have out on hunts, and fighting other tribes if that is something that ends up happening. And Q-Jack. Q-Jack is, another basic commoner. As far as like attitude and everything, you can fill in those blanks as you go. They are not proficient in anything except for a language and an herbalism kit, but everybody's proficient in an herbalism kit. I think I geared this one to be the youngest person in the group. So, because I don't have ages or anything down, but I was like, there needs to be somebody that's really young. So yeah,
Right.
Congratulations, Panda, you got the youngest person in the group.
Thanks.
Yay.
You
I'm
rolled it.
old.
I didn't do anything. You rolled it.
Hey, it's all by chance.
Yep.
Man.
So there are your characters, and it's morning. The smell of the water is very prominent in the air. Nobody started cooking breakfast yet. What do you? Oh, excuse me. What do you do?
And we have a fire that's lit already.
Yep, it's cooling down, so you have embers. You can stoke them, or you can keep them where they're at to make it a breakfast.
If we're gonna be cooking, I will relight the fire.
Okay.
I was gonna say I can go get some wood. It looks like there or leaves, I guess, down by the river there.
All right, so I need to look at people's. So Q-Jack is the first to awaken, and they start messing around with the flames, and then Wooch comes out, and without many words between the two, he goes and to the edge of the forest and is looking for tinder. Go ahead and roll me a survival check to see if you can get any, because it is right next to, if you can find anything viable, because it is right next to a river. That wood might not necessarily be as dry as you need it. So go ahead and roll a survival check for me to see what you can find.
What die that is? That's a 20.
On your character sheet,
Yeah.
it is on skills. You should just be able to click the skill.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Okay, so I need to go through and untoggle roll with advantage.
Okay.
I can do that myself.
You just take the first roll as the average one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So 7.
Advantage talk.
what is your intelligence score, Wooch?
10.
10? Okay. You know that with the fog in the air, probably there's just nothing there for you to find. There's nothing useful. Like, everything is damp. The leaves that have fallen down, the detritus on the forest floor, it's all damp.
Okay.
Do we have food ready from like the day before, or not? Like, yeah, just food in
Yeah.
general ready for from the day before, or is this like something that we have to hunt every single day?
You don't have to hunt every single day right now, but you do have food that is ready to be packed into rations.
Okay.
And like because we're starting out, I will give everybody like the benefit of having like fresh food available. You can eat to your fill. You can role play all of that out if you'd like.
So my character is the elder and more or less I guess, the person that interacts with the tribe leader the most in terms of like what we should be doing, right?
Yeah, you and
So I have an understanding that we should be starting to migrate with the animals
yes.
as well. Okay.
So you and Sanji are essentially co-leaders of the humans right now.
Of this tribe. Got
Yep,
it.
of this tribe. Yep.
Okay.
And I am a druid, and religion is a thing. I'm just gonna do some character stuff. Because they're still trying to get the fire started, but there's still warm coals, right?
Yeah.
Can I just go throw some small animal bones near the coals to watch them crack to see like a guidance for the day to see if today is a good day to start migrating or if there's ill omen in the air?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Would I roll religion and nature? What do you want for that?
Go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
Nice. Amazing.
Oh yeah.
So
Starting
you
off strong.
I threw a stick in there. It wasn't a bone. It set on fire. That's a very bad omen.
Oh god.
Grandpa he got his glasses on. Look.
How far away am I? Did I notice that he threw a stick?
Rolled a nat one.
Let me see.
I'm probably gonna look at him with like I raise an eyebrow, like what?
Bodes badly for the day. Staring at a stick on fire next to
Me just like
Got it.
shaking my head, just. Oy.
Today's gonna be a great day,
Wait.
guys.
the sky turns green and the wind picks up.
Okay, so like, I see mine says like background acolyte, so I also do religious and faith and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I see myself putting a hand on the shoulder, just like it was this one, and I'm just holding the animal bones, like you picked the wrong things. It's like I got it. I got this.
Thank you, dear.
I'll go ahead.
If you want to, you can roll religion again with advantage.
Watch it be horrible. I left my glasses. Where? Okay, wait. Let me see where that was.
It's amazing.
Where do I?
Got it.
Is it in the one with skills?
Yes,
Click
ma'am.
religion. All right.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah.
I found
Weird.
the bag of bones.
So you you walk up to Maka and throw the correct bones into the flame, and almost in the destruction of the pseudo vision that was given to Maka, the bones that you threw in, they flash with white light, and the bones splinter, and the insides almost look like they spray a little bit of green as they do so. And it looks like the bones have very distinct arrows carved out into the marrow.
Well,
North, by the way. The arrows are pointing north. I should have said
It's just
that.
Okay.
it's just like,
The
They're
arrows are
pointing
What does it
somewhere.
mean?
Hell yeah.
What
north.
does it mean?
it's like I think the sticks were better. What does this mean?
I was just gonna take it as arrow means move. It's a good day to start. Okay,
Yeah.
north is also good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
north
what I
is
was gonna
also
say.
good.
North is good. It's
Which
like
way's north?
north.
That way.
It's like up
I put a little compass on
that
the
way.
bottom of the map.
No, I'm just
Cool.
making a joke because I have about average intelligence.
Oh,
It's like, which way is
well.
north? That way.
That way.
So, as the elders, how are you going to announce that this is the day that you are to move north with the herds?
It's like,
I
well,
know I can at least go to Sanji and let him know that after a correct divination, it seems that the fates tell us to go north. How he wants to announce this is up to him. He's tribe leader. I've given my wisdom with help.
well, I mean, yeah, no, I guess just as everyone's like still gathering and putting stuff for food and such, I feel like I discuss it over breakfast. Be like, so, as you guys may have known or noticed, the bones have spoken. They're telling us to go north. We should follow along. We'll go ahead and eat, pack up everything we need, and head on out. No specific time, just let's make sure to get ourselves in order before we do our long trek. What do you guys think?
Sounds good, Sanji.
Sounds good to me.
Good.
All right. So, food. Oh, what's for breakfast?
So, as the morning progresses, everybody is now in the know. Everybody was told that, it's time to pack. So there's this not necessarily sense of urgency in the air, but people are doing something with a definitive purpose and understanding that the trek ahead is going to be very difficult. Both you and Maka know as tribe leaders, this is something that you have done for many, many summers. And it will take 90 days to get to the very first major checkpoint before it'll take another 90 days to get to the big human city up north where you will wait before you guys come back down. And with all of the food that has been collected over the summer season, it will feed everybody for 20 days.
We can always hunt while we're out and about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the best plan.
Ooh,
Okay.
and either Sanji or Maka, roll me a d4.
You can roll it.
Sure.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Is this a waterfall next to our camp here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as the tribe travels north after everybody has packed up and the fires have been put out, traveling next to the fresh water made keeping the tribe hydrated fairly easy, which was going to be tricky the next few months ahead. 4 women had been or 4 women had fallen pregnant and were starting to show, and the first 20 days worth of food is starting to dwindle. You have the day ahead of you. What are you going to do?
How many people are in our tribe?
Yeah.
You have a total of 46 people in your tribe.
Oh shit.
Okay. That's a lot of people. Okay. And you said 4 women are like
Triggers.
Pregnant.
Yep, 4
very
women are
priggers.
pregnant.
Like they're gonna pop sometime soon. Like
No,
within the
no, no,
next
no,
day
no,
type
no.
deal?
They
Okay.
aren't going to pop anytime soon. It's
But
the
they are eating for 2.
yeah, but
Mhm,
they
of
are
course.
eating for 2. And they're just starting to show. So this is the first 20 days.
I'd like to say I feel since we're also next to the rivers, we've like fish and all that stuff, but obviously the pregnant people won't eat the fish. That doesn't bode well. So I feel like splitting the food a certain way would be pretty smart too. Like stop and get more.
How many pregnant do we have out of the 40?
Or
4.
4?
4 out of 46.
Mm,
And that's something that is super, super special because pregnancy and keeping babies alive is hard.
Mhm.
Are we by foot, or do we have like any kind of carriage or anything?
By foot.
Okay.
All right.
Has
alright.
That's
nobody
more frequent
invented the
stops.
wheel yet?
Right?
We're
Well,
walking,
yeah,
my guy.
but
Taking the people on a wagon?
We're
I mean,
walking.
you could build a wagon. You could take the time to do that.
Do we know what a wagon is?
Yes, you would know what a wagon is. Cars are like one of the biggest pieces of the religion in your world.
Oh, okay.
And we
Oh,
have
true.
none.
Two.
Yeah, you have
Right.
none.
We
It's
don't have
kind
a
of Mad
Cadillac.
Maxy. Yeah, you guys don't have a Cadillac yet.
Oh,
Alright, well,
All right, so
Cadillacs are for heroes, not commoners.
Damn.
who can build a cart?
I mean, I might be able to
I-
MacGyver something together.
but we're
Wait,
still
but we
near.
have no mammals. What is gonna pull the cart?
Oh, I
The
mean,
bigger
you could
dudes?
always try it. Well, yeah. I mean, you do have a lot of
Fuck.
manpower, but that will end up if you choose to use manpower
Mhm.
over finding something to domesticate.
Oh,
It
true.
will deplete your rations faster because the people pulling the cart will need more fuel.
Yeah.
But then how are we gonna feed the thing that we domesticate?
Well, if we get a
If it's a
herbivore,
Sweet
herbivore,
herbivore.
Yeah, if you
exactly.
get an herbivore.
it can
Like a
eat
cow.
grass.
It'll just walk, munch, munch, walk, munch, munch.
pretty much.
Yeah, like a
Does
horse.
somebody have a pouch that we can just shove grass in and put it around its mouth?
Pouch.
Like they do with horses? Yeah.
One could definitely be made.
Yeah, one can be made.
I would think that we have like
Then it's a feed
skills
bag
in
and
like
it can do well
basket
it goes.
weaving and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could definitely make something out of the vegetation.
Roll intelligence. I have an idea. No, this guy's. Well, he has 11 intelligence. That's the thing. It's just that he's done this before.
Okay.
Well,
And also I have wisdom. Wisdom might be a thing here. Because while making a cart of some kind to carry people and even equipment would be a good idea, trying to do that while moving is impractical and almost impossible. I think my elder would have the wisdom to know it's like if we wanted
Mhm.
carts, we should have been working on that weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too late. But I, as a player, have an idea above game, and I'm like, he should be smart enough to figure that one out. Instead of a full cart, just a sled. Like a pull sled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a single person pull sled. We could make that while moving. It wouldn't be overly cumbersome. It wouldn't be overly hard. And by the time we finish it, will be around the time that the women need it the most.
Like,
True.
Right now,
like a
they're still
period.
early in pregnancy. They can still walk. By the time we finish those sleds, is going to be around the time where they're going to need help the most.
Yeah.
It'd be smarter to work on 4 small sleds and have a single person or 2 dragging those people. It would also be a lot lighter.
It
It
also
just means
depends, like,
that
how's the terrain?
yeah, that's the other problem is that the only problem is that with uneven terrain or rocky terrain, it means that the women will have to walk because we can't just drag them over that.
Well, what if we do a chariot instead of a sled?
A chariot would still be really hard to make on the road.
Yeah, we would have to like do that if we find an
Like
open clearing stop.
when I say sled, I'm talking about like a dog sled, like a
Yeah.
small one.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking as
Okay.
well.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's what
right.
I was thinking as well. I mean, you guys can also choose to, rather than move forward, take the time to do this.
Okay.
Well, I figured like
I think-
something like this could be worked on like in the evenings when we stop to rest for the night. I would think that some of these smaller projects would be done during this time because we're not really like on the move and trying to work it.
Yeah, we're not like 24/7 trekking, so
But another question. So we're still near a river, so water is still okay for now, right?
Yeah, water is still
Mm.
okay for now.
Okay. I've been using good berries to help even out rations
Oh, awesome.
with people who are willing to just eat a berry because it'll feed you for the day. You won't really feel full, but it'll give you the energy you need, which means you can save a ration.
Mhm.
And I can make 10 of those. Well, technically 20 if I use both spell slots, but I'm not going to do that. I can make 10 of those a day with a single spell. So I've been handing those out to the people who are willing to forego actual food for magic food.
Those are probably going to be kids. You can trick them into eating it. It's like, oh,
Here,
good.
have
Well, I
this
mean,
berry.
yeah, it's like this berry is
It-
going
It's
to.
so sweet.
I mean, it
It's
is
just like-
actually.
Yeah, it's
I
the
would
best
just
candy.
say I would make sure to rotate it so that the same people aren't doing it day to day because that's
Uh-huh.
probably not great for you.
Yeah, it'll lack nutrients if that's the case.
I don't know if we're smart enough to understand what nutrients are, but yes, that's what I'm getting at.
I mean, it's also a psychological relief to eat. So,
Yeah.
like, people who are going to do the night watch, are the ones who have the meals, while the people who are resting are the ones who have the good berries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I make sure that no one's eating good berries for more than 3 days in a row. After the 3rd day, it's like, no, you have to eat real food. I don't care. I get that you're trying to help us, but you got to keep sane.
Yeah. Because it's not going to be any help in the later run if you just keep eating the berries.
Yeah.
No.
Especially in an emergency situation where you need a burst of energy.
hmm So I've been using a spell slot for that almost daily, just to extend our rations.
That's
That's
excellent.
good.
hmm
I agree though with the making of the sled like towards the evenings when we're like resting, like, and
Yeah.
it's not like we're expelling too much energy doing it or like we're rushed doing it because we're doing it as we go. And it shouldn't be too hard if a few are worked at the same time.
Yeah, I figured there'd be
So-
multiple people helping.
If
Yeah.
like I said, if you guys want to pause the progress of the migration, a couple of like if you wanted to do it for a week, you do have like it'll take you a week to build a wagon because you're going to have to gather the materials to build the materials that you're going to need to build the wagon to begin with. Like you're going to have to build ace stands and you're going to have to build workbenches and hammers and stuff like that. So you're going to do that and then, also gather materials for the wagon itself.
Well,
So, like,
we
I'm guessing, like, that in
What?
itself is going to be like a week time if you guys just wanted to stop and do it, and then other people can also hunt and gather more material
More rations and
to
materials.
more rations and materials before you
Just a
guys
little
go
bit.
forward.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing
Sounds good to me.
rudimentary sleds, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think like after some time, it's like we realize we're gonna need this because we already started kind of migrating.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just like, okay, no, we're definitely gonna need this in the long run. So it is a very smart decision to get more rations, get all of the things we need to build this, and then we'll have better luck in the further trek.
Okay.
So it's not like we're running out of or running low on rations. We're just replenishing what we just used.
Right. And also gathering a little bit more, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is going to be in charge of let's see, we're gonna do leather, meat, fruit, fish, and roots. So those are and wood. So these are the resources. I will put the list in general as well as in roll 20.
Okay.
Who is going to be in charge of getting what ration?
considering I'm the youngest character, I would think that she's the least experienced.
Stay closer
Um,
to home.
Well, I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe like wood or roots.
Mm.
Maybe roots.
Okay. So
Okay.
Panda has roots. Panda.
Since I can well, I'm not very good at any one thing aside from being able to use a short bow and a club. I guess I'll do the meat.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
know what
I
I'd
got a
be.
great club that I'm good with, so I can do meat or wood.
Because I'm just a commoner. I have 0 stats to everything, but I can use short bow and a club.
Okay, so the leather would come from the aminals.
Meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I do have animal handling. I don't know.
So if we want to domesticate a herbivore, we could. An herbivore.
Yeah.
yep, you can. You can absolutely try.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it says 5 animal handling. So
Is this like what is it, Ark? if we beat it,
You know
we
what?
beat
I
it with
didn't
a
even
stick?
think about that, but yeah, kinda, I guess.
if I beat it and I shove berries in its face, will it be okay?
Will it be my friend and love me?
Up its nose. Love me.
You know, it's weird
Excellent.
that I'm a druid that doesn't have nature trained. It feels off.
Yikes.
I'll be fair. I got medicine and survival. Oh,
Me
and I have
too.
animal.
I can
I'll be damned.
I have
me too.
animal
also
handling.
probably do.
I have animal handling, medicine, religion, and survival.
Okay.
Why do I have
There-
animal
everybody
handling
has-
and not nature?
If
Who
you
needs
want to, you
nature?
can add nature. That may or may not have been a DM fluke.
Yeah, I'll get rid of animal handling. I
1,
think
2,
nature would have
3,
made
4,
more sense
5.
for the druidic elder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
What I
bad.
got? Animal handling, insight,
Not a
perception. Yeah.
great plus,
Religion,
but
stealth.
Do we have some sort of thing to chop wood, or are we gonna have to make that?
Yeah,
Mm,
no, like you guys have like basic tools like axes and
Okay.
stuff.
Like, I
So
got a great club. I guess I'll go hit the wood with the great club. See what happens.
bludgeoning. Just
So, who is gonna do fruit?
I could probably do fruit and root because that's just foraging. That is literally just foraging. I don't know why you separated that. That is a
so
singular task.
yeah. So
Well,
I'm thinking
because you can you dry fruit, and like the care for both is two different things.
Okay, you're talking about the preparation. I thought you meant the searching for.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like for me, that's just the like there's going to be like a hunter thing and then a gathering thing and then because yeah, like
preparation.
fruit and roots are essentially the same, but like to preserve the fruit, how well is it going to be handled? To, take care of the roots on the travel, how well is that going to be done? Did the meat get cured correctly? Did the leather get
Well, I guess
uh
I'll keep an eye on fruit then, because again, druid, and I did give myself nature. I'll at least know if it's rotting or growing any kind of those molds that get you really high before you die.
Cool. That'd be
nice.
good to know. Um,
Ever heard of ergot?
Yeah.
so like with fish, I'm debating on doing, unless somebody else said fish, because I mean, you've got a spear.
Nobody's said fish yet.
All right. I've got spear, so I could just stand in the water and stab fish.
That works.
Yeah, because then I also won't be too far from the group since we're still staying close to the water,
Yeah.
just in case.
All right, and okay, yeah, so that's everybody. So Maka and oh my gosh.
Panda.
Well, no, that I know it's Panda, but I need to know the name of
Is it
Q-Jack.
yeah, Q Jack. Like it's right there in front of me. Wow, it's been a minute. Why am I
this is
getting
fine.
DM brain so early?
Oh no.
So, Maka and that's not the actual size of the map. Those are not 5 foot
Uh-huh.
squares.
That's it's like this is really small.
No, 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 no. Like the camp down here is what housed all 46 of your people.
Okay.
Like that's
Uh,
the scale of it. Yeah, yeah. Um so
so the forest is actually massive. I thought it was like a couple bushes along the river.
no, no, no. It's massive.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
It's a grower,
bushes
not a
along the
shower,
river.
okay?
It was massive.
Huge.
So Maka and Q-Jack get together and they start heading into the forest with Q-Jack being the uh, youngest and probably most curious. This is definitely a fantastic opportunity to pick the brain of one of the elders of your clan. And Mecca, I need you to roll with advantage. Nature check for me, please.
Alrighty. Nice. I like how my little rolls are consistent.
Nothing if not consistent.
So, yeah, there doesn't really seem to be much fruit around. Like if the flowers are budding, everything seems kind of a little weird. No, there's nothing here.
Bug.
So I'm with so this is just a house roll. How I like to do how I like to do things like this. I like to give uh everybody 3 chances to try to do a thing.
Okay.
So, like, because I feel like if you do something and you know you can do something and you're doing a thing for a long time, one roll isn't going to cover it.
Mm.
And, to err is human. Like, maybe you put a little bit too much blue in that teal, so you need to stop and, like, put some green in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
I feel like it is a little bit more realistic to how characters work, how people work. Because I don't think anybody gives up on the first try.
So, with that, I can at least see that there are plants that should be bearing fruit. Maybe they're flowering, but maybe these are just late bloomers, or local wildlife has already stripped some of these easier to get trees.
Yeah, like whatever you're seeing is like super green and it looks like it didn't really mature. And you can see that animals have grazed. So maybe along their grazing path you might be able to follow that and find more fruit at the end where they haven't touched anything.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll follow what paths I can. That'll lead me to hopefully eventual food.
I stay close to Maka because I figure it'd be safer than trotting off by myself.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I keep an eye
Don't want to
out
go water?
to look for plants that would have roots that we could take on or consume.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Womp.
I mean, you're seeing much of the same. Like you're seeing a lot of like where some tubers might have been that like a large cluster of them would have been for like 4 or 5 tubers. It's all dug up, and you can see the toe marks in the dirt, and it's actually relatively fresh. Like the herd might
Hmm.
be a couple of hours or maybe even half a day's travel north of here. Would you like to relay any of that information to Mecca?
uh, Maka, it seems that this area has been cleared out by a herd already. Um, they seem fairly recent, looking at the footprints here in the dirt.
Good observation, young one. If you
Thank
keep
you.
your wit sharp like that, one day you could also take my place. I
Ah,
notice the same. If we continue on their grazing paths, we'll find fresher food that they haven't consumed yet. But we also run the risk of running into a predator preying on whatever eats plant. So keep your wits about you and keep your eyes sharp.
and my ears open.
That too.
So you continue up the path, and I'm going to cut to Wooch and Jisk. You have decisions to make. You can go into the forest and hunt, or you can go into the hills and hunt.
The hills are alive.
With the sound of dinos.
Just hear the Jurassic Park sounds.
Um, since we've been doing this for a while, is there any way of knowing like which places would have like the
Is there a
least
better
danger?
preference?
Yeah.
Um, the person to ask would be Sanji. she would know what is in the area to hunt.
We can ask her before we leave.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And Sanji, those
Sanji,
answers are going
Where's
to
the good
be
meat?
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know.
Where's the
Uh,
good meat?
Good
so
question. DM, please send help.
if you go into world building, there is the territory map, and
Mhm.
you have so the northern tip of the south west mountain range on the biggest landmass.
Huh?
I had it,
So
and then health.
um
I'm
so
looking at the one
okay,
with the colors.
yeah. So the one that's the Finnish territory map. Oh, the Finnish territory map. Okay. You see where the sandbacks are at on the bigger landmass where it's got like the you see where this yeah, no. I'll let you answer. Do you see where the sandbacks travel on the map?
Sandbacks are the sauropods, and the sauropods are on.
They're the light blue
Oh, the
on
light blue, yeah.
the second map.
Mm-hmm.
So the southwestern uh area where the big
Uh-huh.
swirl is,
Yeah.
you guys are at the northern part of that.
Okay, on
So
the separated landmass, not the larger one.
no, you're on the larger one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see it. Um, so that means
So there are uh
sun in
sandbacks,
my eye.
aquas,
Aquas.
you might run into some
Are they Zeke? No, that's
Zeke.
not Zeke. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it is.
that's Zeke.
Big Zeke.
Um if we're very unfortunate, yes.
Ugh,
You
let's
mean
not.
very fortunate. That's a
Well,
lot of
big
meat.
Zeeks are like Quetzalcoatlus and Hatscopteryx and
We're
you
gonna
know,
die.
That's a lot
Let's
of
not.
meat.
those are the big
That's a lot of
Zeeks.
meat.
We're gonna die.
Okay, so yeah, got some sandbacks, aquas. What else do we got here? That's not the big Zeke. Just Zeeks. And Whiptail is too far away.
Yep, Whiptail is too far away.
Okay.
Where are you
Yeah, so I
sending
think
us?
So yeah, from what you gather, there's not, predators are not necessarily really prevalent in
mhm.
these areas. Probably because humans are.
We are
Uh,
the predators.
exactly. So, the medium to larger sized herbivores are known to be in these areas, and it's probably a good idea to
To
make
go for those.
sure. Hmm.
Oh no, sorry. Go on.
Just to make sure that you keep an eye uh, to the sky in case something comes down to eat you.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, do that. Keep an eye to the sky. Please do not get eaten.
We'll
Don't
try
they
our
just
best.
want a hug?
With their pointy faces.
Uh, mm, Pretty sure it's not a hug. It'll be a hug of eternal sleep.
Hug of death.
The best hug.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
So yeah, like keep eye out for sandbacks and aquas, but if they're too far, I would suggest keeping back unless you really feel confident traveling a little further. But Please stay safe.
Always.
So I need survival rolls. Yeah, okay. First we're gonna do nature roll for you guys to hunt.
We're all rolling
Nice.
so well.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Nice.
It appears that the summer season has been very, very kind to your tribe because the ability to hunt just, it was so easy for so long. It's almost like you've forgotten how to track. And
Almost.
you take a moment and you're looking around and you don't see anything, but you feel like you should. What do you do?
Let's just start walking in a direction and see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In what direction do you go? What terrain do you pick? Because you can always follow Maka and Q-Jack into the woods.
Well, eating meeny miny moe it.
All right.
And by eating meeny miny moe, roll a 1d2.
So 1d4
Water.
minus 2.
Yes.
A 1. What was the 1?
Left.
Right, so hills.
The hills it is.
The hills.
The hills have eyes.
The hills are alive.
It's
So-
almost like it was foretold.
They're always
bit.
watching.
So at your decision between possibly following Maka and Q-Jack and splitting off into the hills, you have chosen to go into the hills and go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Give me a
Oh
second.
no.
Let the hills have eyes.
Hey!
The hills have eyes.
There we go.
So do I.
So-
Oh, thank God. Thank God you do, because I sure don't.
So do I. Damn it. I can see.
You can see.
So as you two meander through the hills, just you start to feel it in your feet first before you start to slowly hear it. And it doesn't sound like much, but maybe off in the distance, maybe over the next 2 or 3 hills, there could be something over there.
Are you saying this to Jisk or to Whoosh?
This is the information that Whoosh has gotten from his perception check.
Ah, gotcha, and has
Okay.
given me. All right.
Jisk, it feels like there's something moving if we keep going this direction.
Then let's keep moving in this direction.
Okay.
Hopefully
go.
it's not anything.
Hopefully nothing too bad.
Yeah.
No, it's not anything too bad. Give me 1 second. So Wooch and Jisk, if you could please place your players right here.
You are not showing up on my screen, I will be completely honest.
Okay, let me see if I can just...
I am looking at the map and I am not seeing you at all.
You might have to scroll down.
Oh, just popped up.
Yeah, where that X is.
Yeah, I see the X now. It took me a minute.
That's where the treasure's buried.
Yo, what?
Yar, har, fiddly-dee.
Iron's life for me.
So your perception allowed you to get into an advantageous position on this small herd of aquas that you have discovered meandering through the hills. They are grazing. It looks like there is one male one female, one adolescent, and 3 babies.
Which one do you think we should try and kill?
Great question. They all look intimidating.
Are we thinking an adult or the adolescent or the baby? Or babies. Kill the big one first. That's it. It's an intimidation tactic. It's like when you're in prison, just fight
Thinking about the big
biggest
one
guy
first?
Yeah,
Oof.
fight the biggest guy first.
Crew, if you try to go for the smaller one, I don't know.
Okay, but they're babies. I feel like if I go after the small ones, the other ones are
Oh
gonna
no,
be
I was
pissed.
exactly. I was thinking the adolescent, but you smart. Go for the big one. Take it out, and the rest
We'll
of
have
them
to-
scatter.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad tactic.
And more meat, and more what leather? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
and then you've got like more bones and more teeth to do more mystic shit for your elders.
Kill the children.
I don't care about that.
Whoa.
More bones.
I don't know how to read that shit.
Well, that's why you're not an elder.
I don't know how to read that. I was thinking about going for one of the larger creatures.
I'm down. If I die, I die. Let's do this.
Because I wouldn't want to attack the babies, because then we're gonna get fucked by the 3
Murray.
adults.
I'm also worried that attacking one means all 3 of them attack us, but I'm hoping that attacking one will spook the other 2 and like have everybody run away. That's the best.
That's why I
case
said
scenario.
go for the male. Just
Mhm.
just full send. See what happens. Just full send it.
So I
And
think
animal-wise,
Cash walks.
thinking the babies will run away.
Which one are we aiming for, and who's going first?
You
Um,
guys have a surprise round.
Oh, hell yeah. Is
Which
this are these actual square sizes?
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna miss
The
every shot. So
closest
this
one.
is. I'm gonna miss every single shot. So this is all up to you. I have 0
Oh my
on
God.
every single stat.
Fuck. I have a club.
You
Oh no.
you can
Wait.
always choose to I mean, you have confirmed that there is a grazing herd. You can always take this information back to the elders, or not the elders, but take it back to the rest of the tribe, and then
Mm.
come back with more people.
That might work because I'm gonna miss every single shot. I have, like I said, my stats are 0 on everything, and I have an armor class of 11. Like I'm not gonna be much help.
I got an armor class of 11. I just got a club.
Jeez.
I was just gonna try and beat the shit out of it. So
We might need more people.
Animal handling, maybe coerce them. Gee.
I mean, yeah, I got that. Maybe
Maybe more people.
But
I'll leave the call up to you. You tell me what we're doing.
you do know that there is an adult male, an adult female, an adolescent, and 3 hatchlings.
Yeah. They're outmatched. No, in all reality, we should probably get more people.
Then we will get more people.
Because the last thing we want to do is try and kill and then not, and then have to retrack them again. Since we have a general idea of where they're at right now, and they don't know that we're here.
So with that information, you guys turn around and meet back with the rest of the tribe, and we will go back to Maka and Q-Jack. And you two were exploring the forest, moving more northward, following the path of or a grazing path that you had picked up, and you did notice that the herd, as uh the herd became full, the less the foliage was touched, so they slowly moved themselves out of the forest.
I will look around again for roots.
I will forage for fruit.
Yeah, nature check and survival check. So nature for the fruit and survival for the root. And as you are looking around, the fruits are obviously going to be the more nutrient dense food that is preferred. So you notice that once the roots are what was left behind first, as the herd became full and started to leave the forest, you have collected 10 days worth of roots, and Maka, you have collected 3 days worth of fruits.
All right, for 40 people, that's good.
46 plus the extra food for the pregnant ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So technically 50.
Yeah. Well, with just the two of us, I would err on the side of caution and say we take back what we have now and go and try to prepare it and see how we can extend some of this food for the travel.
That sounds like a good plan.
Mm-hmm. We will begin to head out of the forest.
So, as you guys travel back to camp, you see the other two come back as well. And who was going fishing? Sanji.
Sanji.
And you can see Sanji fishing on the beach as everybody comes back. Will you like to roll? Choose either animal handling or nature, whichever one is higher for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Animal handling is higher.
Okay, so you are sitting at the beach, and you have procured 4 days of ration for the tribe worth of fish.
All right.
With the knowledge that there is a herd, there is a chance to procure more rations for the tribes, as well as materials that could make sturdier sleds for the pregnant women.
I was gonna say, with all those creatures, that's a lot of leather.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of leather, a lot of bones, a lot of meat.
Yeah, but we're a traveling tribe. Yeah, it would not be smart
That's
to
like a
try to
steak
take
plant
out the
military.
whole herd. Well, I guess we could explain this back at camp if there is a grazing herd.
Mhm.
As the elder, I would suggest.
Oh, it's only take what you need.
Yeah, we take what we need. There's no reason for us to slaughter 2 adults. Like that's already
No.
too much. So much of it would go to waste, and any predators in the area that could smell that blood would descend upon us before we could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I'd probably try and avoid the male since we don't know how many males are actually in this herd.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we do not attack the mother because we don't want to kill off its offspring, and then when we come back here find out that the herds have died because of us. If anything, they are going to try to protect the young.
So take the adolescent.
The adolescent who doesn't know how to fight yet, isn't strong enough to protect itself, is still going to use its body to protect the young.
But is big enough
to feed us all and give us enough
Mhm.
material to make it worth it.
Mm.
The mother will protect its young. The father might try to attack us. The adolescent will probably be scared, and if we can kill it and retreat, they will eventually abandon it.
Well, we are humans, right? So
Yeah.
we could endurance hunt. We
Yeah.
could just to exhaustion.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, if we can break it from the group or even kill it, we can then just back off until the rest of them just leave naturally.
Like lead it away.
No, well, if we can
Yeah,
lead it
no,
away,
try and get it
cool.
separated off from
Yeah,
the
to
group,
separate it. Yeah.
because then it'd be even faster.
But
I
I'm
mean,
saying
you-
if we end up killing it, the father might still be aggressive. So we'd have to kill it and then back off until the father and mother leave the area.
Yeah.
So
Ideal is separating it.
which what do we have that we could use to try to separate it?
Any type of
Intimidation.
True.
And
I
of
mean,
course, we got a lot of animal handling.
You do, yeah, you have a lot of animal handling, and you do know that sneaking up on the herd is possible.
Mhm.
Because it was just done by those two.
Let's go.
All right. If we can get close enough to startle them before they know they're being attacked, they may just scatter. And if we pick off the adolescent before they know what's happening, that'd probably be the best. Because even if they do scatter, if the adolescent isn't with the mother and father, they're gonna abandon it to protect the children. So
Could we? I don't know what this. Maybe nature or wisdom. I'm not. I might be smart enough to figure this out. Use a predatory call to try and startle the group.
Yeah, you would be smart
could be
enough to know
smart.
that. Like that's a general tactic. Like that's a known tactic.
Mm-hmm. I know another one would be setting up like a perimeter around the hunt or what's being hunted, and like somebody, like a group, scaring them towards whatever.
Do like a buffalo run. Try and run them towards a cliff.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, obviously we're not fast enough to keep up with them though. If they have us running like that, but maybe like a kill zone or something in the hopes that, and trying to separate the younger one.
Well, there was a nice little valley in between two hills for the battle map, anyway.
Yeah, that's geographically correct.
Okay. So we
So
could
use it to our advantage.
try and
Yes.
Yep, we could try and funnel it through that hill, but that would be leading it back towards camp, not away.
And that's risky.
How far away was this hill?
Yeah.
It was a decent walk away. Like
Okay.
Yes, the threat of the herd running into the camp is always going to be there, but because of the hills, it's not likely, because you kind of you came from the direction of the camp. So the camp is behind where the herd was facing. Like you could turn them around and that would increase the chances, but if you get them to run where they're facing now, it is unlikely that they will turn back around and trample the camp.
I mean, we can always go over there and then figure it out as well. That way we have a visual. But that's up to the tribal elders over there.
And you can
That'd probably
take up
be the
to
best.
10 hunters.
Say again?
Probably be the best course of action.
10 hunters are going to go with you.
10. Okay.
Okay. No, but that would probably be the best course of action, to go back with what we have and the hunters and everything and just assess it better so we can all visualize it and see how this would all work out and just plan it out as we go. Keeping obviously the tribe in mind, the possible dangers in separating, and if it goes awry, have a backup.
It's the best course of action.
Then let us do that. Would that mean that I'd be coming along, or do I stay?
You'd be coming with.
Okay, okay. Who's gonna stay with the tribe, though? Just leave them to their
I mean, there's a
devices?
lot of people. Like, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
people
just like,
there.
let me make
it's
sure.
still 36 people.
Yeah. The women and the children.
No, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll
All
be
right,
fine for
then yeah.
now.
Let's gather what we need to get these, to kill them, and bring back what we can.
I need everybody to. Oh my gosh, I need to. This is what I want
Stealth.
to do. There we go. The hunters are going to represent 10 damage that you can dictate where it goes, and we'll see
For
if the damage hits or misses.
question for you.
What's up?
It's saying I have a longbow.
Mhm.
Do I have arrows?
You should.
Oh,
I just
I
have a
do too.
longbow.
Oh yeah, I forgot your arrows. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't have arrows either.
It's like I just have a bow and no arrows.
Like, here I am, quiverless.
I am so sorry. Go ahead and what, like, standard is 30 arrows,
Oh, so
right?
I have 20.
Oh, 20 arrows? Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, I mean,
20
Okay.
arrows.
like, if he has 30, I want 30.
What was the weight for that 20 arrows?
The weight for the 20 arrows says 0.05.
Half a pound. Wow, those are some light arrows. You know, if we have some really big bones that the elders can't use, we can make more arrows out of the bones.
Are you guys ready? We can roll initiative. You get, because you have a plan, right?
That's what I was about to say.
I think we were just coming here to visualize.
Yeah, we're like assessing
We're not quite there yet.
because obviously, like, they left, and when they come back, maybe they moved a little bit one way, maybe they never
Yeah.
know. Gotta see
Yeah,
what's going
they're
on.
in
So
generally the same area. Like, they're
This one's the
they're
adolescent.
chilling.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That's-
important.
Let me
Yeah.
get rid of that. Let me this.
I really hope it's this one.
this.
It would be.
Dang it.
Ugh. I was looking at it. I'm like, please don't be. It would be. We don't want them going through that valley.
Through that valley is back towards camp.
Mm-hmm.
What I was initially thinking, if we think we could handle it, is
Mhm.
try and lead this guy, separate him this way.
Yeah.
You know, get him, because obviously these two are probably going to go towards the babies. Basically, just try and separate them, make them split directions.
Okay. So how are we going to go about that with the two adults being in the front? Well, depending on how we
That depends on how
approach.
we do it. Yeah.
Okay.
What way is the wind blowing?
Which way do you want the wind to go?
Yeah.
Away from them.
So
So east.
So we're down.
That way they can't. Yeah, we're downwind, so they can't smell us.
So are we
'Cause that
coming
might tip
in
them
from the
off.
side or from behind?
this way.
Oh, we're going up and over.
Yeah, we're coming
Okay.
from we're heading in a.
We came from the
northwest.
southeast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Heading northwest.
We do have archers, or we'll say javelin spear throwers somewhere that can do damage for us, but they're not going to be able to be in front line. A smart idea, because we are downwind, is having the two in our party that have arrows
Mm-hmm.
start around
Doesn't
here.
everybody have arrows?
No, I just have a club.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have arrows. I think you have arrows.
I have
I have arrows in a club.
I have arrows
Okay.
in a club as well.
You should have a shield too, Hans.
I have a shield? I don't know if I do. I don't know what this character has equipped. He has leather armor. I don't think I have a shield. I have a great club, which is a two-handed, so I doubt it.
I have a
Oh,
great club
okay.
too. I have a great club and a longbow.
Yeah, I think isn't a great club a two-handed? Because it's a D8, so
Yeah, it's
I
a
probably
think
great
so,
club.
two-handed.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, no.
do.
You gave me
I
a
do
great
have a
club.
great
I do
club as
not.
well.
Yeah, you gave me a great club, and I think I'm the only one with actual leather armor. Because
I got leather armor.
I do
I know
too.
some have hide and some have leather.
I have hide armor.
Okay.
So I'd say the people who have hide armor, which is lighter armor, and bows at their disposal, because we
Okay.
have the element of surprise, we could fire arrows at the adolescent without making noise, which will panic the adolescent, but the mother and father won't run. If they see
Like,
the
there's no
adolescent,
alert.
yeah, there's no alert. If they see the adolescent panic, they'll probably go and try to defend the children. If the adolescent panics, he'll probably just run in the first direction he goes. If it is towards camp, or through this valley at the very least, we can have the rest of us with arrows and clubs ready at the other side of the valley to cut it off. And once it gets here, where it's separated enough from the rest of the herd, we have the hunters that we have rain javelins on them, on the adolescent before it gets into range of us. So that by the time we get to the point where we have to pull out clubs and do our best to just, war of attrition it will already have been hit by a few arrows and a few javelins before it even gets to us. It'll already be tired, panicked, and in harm.
So if we're shooting arrows and we want to try to control the direction, we probably want to shoot it to just the left of the adolescent, so like around here, so that the spot, so the noise puts them away from that area.
Or since we're downwind, whoever's the best shot could go over this way and try and shoot an arrow
into the flank. Opposite of the way we want it to go. Because if we hit it in the butt right here, it'll just run the opposite way of the pain.
Well, no, I wasn't talking about aiming at its butt. Just to make the noise around this area.
The noise isn't going to be enough to spook it. If all we do is make noise, it's going to look at where the arrows
Gonna be
landed.
alert.
It's going to look at the arrows, not understand what arrows are, not see a predator, and then go back to eating grass. Or they'll all be on high alert and then surround the children as a pod. And that's the last thing we need, because it'll be harder to separate. Yeah. We need those first 2 to 3. I'd prefer 2 arrows to land their mark. I'd prefer 2 archers to start this fight, just in case one of you misses. And if you both hit, that's even better.
So we're gonna have a shooter up here and one down here.
That would be smart. That way, if for any reason you get stampeded, at least you're on your own and you can maneuver quicker. Also, only seeing one person standing there, they're less likely to charge. Seeing a group, they might charge thinking that we're a hunting pack.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Especially since the main predator in this area is us. They're gonna be it's gonna be like hunting deer. They're gonna be more accustomed to seeing multiple.
So having one archer to the north, one archer to the south, both signal each other to shoot at the same time, try to hit the adolescent and make it go down the valley. The mother and father will protect the young.
Yeah, they'll backtrack.
The rest of us will make a wall to make sure the adolescent doesn't get any closer to the village or to the tribe. And like I said, once the adolescent gets to about this area, we'll have our hunters throw their javelins to make this job easier for us.
Alrighty, you guys ready to roll initiative?
Sure.
Can whoever, I mean, I can do it or somebody else. The archer, whoever's going here. Can we get into place?
Let's
Are we allowed to get
see.
into position? Like, how much leeway are you giving us here?
Oh,
Where do you
I
need
figured
me?
we could.
I'm an
Since
archer.
you, yeah, if you want to figure out who is going in what position, and then we do that, because I would like to do some sneak rolls.
But also, having someone sneak all the way to the north in initiative is going to take like 3 rounds of us just going, we skip our initiative and stay in cover. It'd be smarter to say, hey, let's get maybe the South Archer and the people at the end of the valley, because the people at the end of the valley don't really need to stealth, because it's like, well, we're not getting that close.
Yeah,
it's mainly
that's
the 2
true.
archers that need a stealth. I would say if you want them to do a stealth check, pop their tokens about 15 feet away from where they want to be. That way they do the stealth, and on their first surprise round, they have to move into position.
Okay, that sounds
Yeah.
good. I like that.
That's a good way to save time in monotony.
Yeah, no, that's so true. I like it. Let's do it.
All
Let's do it.
right.
Because yeah, if
But
you
it's-
had us do initiative right now and move everyone,
That
someone
would
would
take
have had to go
forever.
all the way up here, which is already
Yeah.
2 rounds, and then they would have had to go all the way over here, which is like another 3 rounds of just movement.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. That's bogus.
We're technically still in stealth, just have the 2 important ones roll a stealth to make sure they don't get spotted at the very least.
Right.
All right, who's got good stealth though? Within the archers.
I sure don't. I got
Okay.
0.
I'm at 0.
I'm at 0.
I have 5. Well. Well, shit.
Well, if you have 5 to stealth, are you also an archer?
Yes, I am.
Then
I have
you're
a
the
longbow.
one. Then you're going to be the one going to the north, because you have the best chance of not being spotted, while also
we
being
go.
the person who's going to the most dangerous spot and is the most likely to be spotted. The person on the south doesn't have to move too much, so they have an easier time with stealth on this, but whoever's the north
Okay.
one is probably going to have a harder check to pass.
I was
Okay, so
thinking of taking the south spot.
Go for it.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. Oh, we want to move Sanchi up here, right?
Probably not that close, but somewhere in that vicinity. Somewhere
Probably
where
a little behind,
Wouldn't it
no,
be a
so I
little
can get
bit-
the adolescents.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like over there.
you probably want to be in this spot at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to give her the 15 feet of movement,
Oh.
put her right there.
So
So she'll start here and then roll her stealth check, sort of thing, to
Yeah.
then get into position. And I don't know who the south character is, but yeah, that would work too, because then they'll roll their stealth, move about 10 to 15 feet to get into position to then do the shot.
Cool.
yeah.
I'm just gonna mosey my way on over here.
Yeah, we need the wall to stop.
Oh no.
So who are the people that are going to help me make sure the adolescent doesn't just charge at the tribe? We're just standing at the end of the valley. We don't need a stealth.
I got you, fam.
Oh,
What was that?
right? It was like,
Oh, if you hold Q down while moving your token, it'll show like their path that they take. Oh, right, initiative.
wow. So I click on my token and then I go and roll initiative.
Yep.
Wait, I'm just. Why is it's not letting me duplicate?
Let me see if I did it right.
What? Okay. Like if you
I'm
wanted
trying to
the
find
token
initiative
stuff
on the
for
character sheet.
bodies.
It's right between armor and speed.
Cass,
The top.
Oh, there it is.
Cass,
Yep.
can
But
I suggest something for them? Just
Oof.
do
Sure.
two. Just do two of them and have them represent 5 each.
Oh.
Don't make 5 villager tokens. Come on,
okay.
because they're
Well,
also
That would
they're
help.
good. They're because the way you explained it, they're just like an arrow barrage. They're all gonna attack
Yeah.
in the same turn anyway. So there's no point in having 10 of them. They're not gonna
Yes,
be
I'm
in
so happy
melee.
about
They are all just
Glad I'm not the only one in single
Ranged.
digits.
yeah. That like for all intents and purposes, like if you want to use an actual real weapon in game, they're basically using javelins. They're just
Yeah.
sharpened sticks, and they're not going to be in melee. Like, make it easier on yourself. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't add
Okay.
10 units to the turn order that all do the same thing.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna do
Oh,
it like
yeah.
one each individual one at the like. I was just doing it to like if you wanted a visual wall.
I think if anything, they're going to be somewhere around here on the top of the hill, so they have the best chance of hitting. Which, again, means they don't have to stealth because they're just going to lay down on the hill until they're told throw javelins.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand in the middle.
Okay.
Well, I said we should be back here so that we don't
Oh, I
have
know.
to stealth. We're supposed to be the people that make sure the adolescent doesn't keep running. We're cutting it off at the pass.
Just doing
And-
the come at me, bro thing.
Yeah,
In
so
my test twice, be like, come at me, bro.
yeah, the last 3 people should be over here with us. We're gonna need them. Whoever that person is, I don't know. Oh, it's Garen's token. This young sir.
So it needs to be over here.
Yeah, preferably, because we're gonna make sure the adolescent doesn't run off. Because if no one's here to stop it, it's either gonna run straight at our tribe, or it's just gonna run through the valley and then go north, and we're not gonna be able to catch
Well,
it
this
for a
thing, the
while.
camp is southeast, so it wouldn't run
Still.
straight towards the camp. But
It would still endanger them.
yeah,
Or it would run north and just keep running. And like, yeah, we could track it down until it's tired, but that would take a long time.
yeah. I'd prefer not to.
I'm using blitzkrieg tactics.
No, I get it.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
not
using,
quite,
technically, I'm
We're-
using Persian tactics against.
I was
the
gonna say all we're
Spartans.
doing is pinching it.
Okay. So who had the 21? Wasn't there a 21?
There
That
was a
me.
21.
I think you
Maka
just
did.
it disappeared for some reason.
Maka had the 21.
Well, how about we go ahead and we're gonna do the stealth roll,
Okay.
and then we're going to because I mean, after the surprise round, which would be when you guys loose the arrows on the adolescents, that's what's going to trigger the initiative rounds. Okay. So, and that is Sanji, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'll go ahead and
roll a
like,
stealth for me.
stealth.
I think Sanji and who's Panda playing?
Q-Jack.
Is it Q
And I
Jack
hope-
that's the other archer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stealth.
Well,
So much for that.
Hell yeah.
Starting off
The
strong.
best laid plans.
Okay, so
it's fine.
Maka, you did get the highest number. You realize that the sharp turn of the female's head in the direction of Sanji's position, she has given herself away, and the adolescent has also turned their head towards the direction of Q Jack.
Hmm. They've already been spotted. That's a great start.
Completely, or
Oh yeah, no, they've been seen.
We've been had.
It's up to them to decide whether they still want to move forward. If they back off, then that's
I
fine. I'd rather
I would
not risk
honestly
any of
just
us.
back up.
Well, that's
I'd be
up
like,
to them.
nope.
That's up to them. That's not on us.
Oh no, no, I'd physically cry.
We don't
Yeah.
have radios, and I'm not gonna
Let's
yell
see.
down a valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no.
I'm gonna back up to
So,
where.
anyway, I'm gonna take a couple practice swings with my club. Start, start doing some.
I'm
Stretching
Yeah,
is
gonna
no.
important.
I'm gonna back up
Start
to
doing.
where I'm hidden by the hill again,
I'm gonna start doing some stretches as well.
and then like lay down on the ground as to just kind of like get behind hidden quicker.
Okay.
Just kind of like army crawl backwards.
Yeah, it's like because we're looking at them. We know they're looking at us. Hmm. I would probably back down, just walk backwards and just get low, get away. I don't know where I'd have to escape to before.
I mean, backing away from the encounter is an option.
So, since I backed up, what's well, obviously I can't see the adolescent anymore, but what I want to do is since I'm on the ground, I want to kind of like slowly crawl forward enough to where I can peek over my hiding space
Hmm.
from the hill just to just see how the animals are reacting.
Since you've given it a like you since you've taken the time to slowly back up and waiting a moment before you moved forward again to see what was going on, um, the adolescent lost sight of you, but knows that you're out there somewhere. Uh, their head is looking back and forth, scanning the horizon. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. Okay. You have moved slowly enough that, you over time, the adolescent loses track of where you are, and they get up and slowly move away from the area closer to the mother, and they settle back down.
All right, I don't know exactly if I would have a decent spot to hide, but I do back off the second I'm found out, because that's the worst one that could find out.
Are you gonna go
All
back
right.
towards the
Well,
line where Mecca and the others are?
how about like somewhere around this area? I'm
You
just
want
trying to get a little bit more out of their sight because she's focused probably still like she sees me. Does she focus on the babies at all for a
uh
second
no, she
for me to
doesn't
get
focus.
away? Okay.
She doesn't focus on the babies, like, because like she's spotted you, but because you haven't done anything hostile, she doesn't feel like
Mm-hmm.
she needs to move because she's already in between you and the babies.
Yeah.
So like she knows she doesn't need to move, and if she does need to move, then it's like then you've done something that was like very seriously something that was aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I just back up and I give it a moment so that I keep that non-hostile air about it.
Okay. If you want to, you can go ahead and you wanted to move over here.
Yeah, somewhere over here, like give her space.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, or an animal handling. I'm sorry,
Animal
because
handling? All right.
you want to portray to her that
I am no
you're
threat.
not threatening. Okay, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
animal handling. Well, at least you're backing away.
Exactly. I'm a threat. Oh God! I am not a threat.
She's still watching you, but at least you're backing away.
I'll wait for a second and I'll see how this is gonna play out. I don't want to try to move.
Because yeah, what was the plan B if things did go like this? If you
How
were
tall is
Well,
this
spotted?
vegetation?
Hmm?
yes.
How tall is the vegetation around my character?
It's like uh shin height,
Okay.
like it's shrubbery.
So even with laying down, it kind of hides me a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't make a plan B. I was just gonna let the archers use their best judgment.
Yeah,
Better judgment.
I was thinking of taking a
I was gonna say we
shot.
can't
Yeah.
say that right now. It's a little too late.
It's like if you here's the thing, if you take one shot and you get it, it'll distract it enough to cause the adolescents to probably be very aware, and then the other adults are gonna kind of look at the adolescents. So maybe it'll give me a chance to better my position to help out, or is that too far-fetched?
No, I mean that's very much a thing. Like the
Cause chaos and move in chaos?
yeah, because the baby could go this way, or not the baby, but the adolescent could go this way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, or this way. The mom is, because if the child has been alerted in this direction, the mom is most likely going to go in this direction because she needs to get between whatever caused a threat to her offspring that she already has and protect the weaker ones. So there's a potential way that this could play out.
Well,
I was gonna say the real wild card is the male of what he's gonna do.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been able to see that Sanji moved back away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you would
Uh,
have been able to see her move, but don't know like how far back she is,
okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
I mean, these are large herbivores. At the end of the day, their best tactic is usually to pod up, which is why I wanted to panic the adolescent because
Mm-hmm.
he's not old enough or smart enough to know to just pod up with the herd.
It'll just run wild.
Yeah, especially if he's hurt, he might just freak the fuck out and
yeah.
run.
Yeah.
The rest of them will probably pod because that's just nature.
So,
Want to want to take a pot shot?
yeah, I was gonna try to aim towards like its rear. Cause
Get it
actually,
right in the
wait, hold
haunch.
on. Before I shoot an arrow, what direction is the adolescent facing?
It would be facing uh like probably over here. Like that's the direction that it would be facing.
Dang, that would be hard to hit it in the butt. Cause it's gonna run away from the
I mean, you
dire-
can just hit it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot my arrow at it. I'm gonna try to arch it as best as possible to
Okay.
like not have it see it coming directly at it, if that makes sense. And I'll shoot my short bow. Ugh, that's a
Uh
fail.
yeah, that misses.
Does anyone notice it?
Yeah, like the arrow being shot at the child, like that has alerted the parents, and we are going to go into initiative rounds now,
Okay.
and the dinosaurs are
Oh,
just gonna go last. That's the archer NPCs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, after them. So Sanchi, you're up.
Okay, so you're saying that they've already kind of like potted up, or they're just like aware of the whole situation?
Wait,
I'm giving you.
Maka had 21 as his
Oh
roll.
Yeah,
yeah, no, that's
Because I
right.
actually.
disappeared off the turn order for some reason.
I forgot. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Maka, go. If you want to do anything, like you notice that that there was an arrow that
Was let
misshot.
loose.
Yeah, was let loose, and the herd is now alerted.
I'm gonna give the whistle of back off. We're done. It's over. We're there. Do not approach. We're not attacking them, but they are about to get defensive. If we try to get anywhere near them, they're gonna fucking kill us. Basically, the retreat signal.
Okay.
Like, we shot, we missed. They're alert now. They're gonna pot up, and that's just gonna be a situation we like. It's gonna take too much time, effort, and a lot of us are gonna get hurt. So I'm gonna
Right.
say I give the retreat signal
Okay. I
Okay.
start
as one of the
crawling.
elders, and
I
I'll
start
use my movement to get to the edge of the board where like, ooh, okay, yeah, I can retreat, but I'm gonna keep an eye on our men on the hill to make sure they also heard the retreat order.
Mm.
I
Yeah, the whistle was loud enough. Like the oh my goodness, hold on, I gotta move.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's off.
we tried to do a hunt. Not every hunt is successful. It's fine.
Hmm.
Let's not get hurt just for one animal. It's not worth it. Yet being an elder means that you know when to cut your losses, and our losses so far has just been time and a single arrow, and I'm willing to lose those right now.
That's super
Not
smart.
not willing to lose villagers and people that are capable.
And
Guess
with
who's good at
no
getting into character?
and with no lives lost, even though uh the hunt was failed, it was still a pretty good, it wasn't that bad. I mean, rations were still had at the end of the day, and there will always be other hunts,
The most damage I took is that I think I got a mosquito bite. That's fine.
right?
That's 1 point of damage.
And
Damn.
because just has to leave for dinner, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here.